There is a stream for Shadow Cross Sonic Generations. I had some free time right now, surprisingly, and I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and start bolt hunting. So I managed to get everything except 8 bolts, and I had to look up a guide. And then when I got to the guide here, I could not find this last one, and this one just happened when I was just wandering. Shortly after giving up on the guide, I see this thing here. This is the last bolt I need, and we're gonna go ahead and rescue Orbot and Cubot from their confinements here. Unfortunately, I don't think Explode is gonna be able to join us, so he's gonna have to see this in post, or whenever this gets uploaded onto YouTube. So we're gonna see. I have not actually seen what happens when you give them all the bolts. Probably gonna be very underwhelming, considering. But let's give them the last one here.
Amazing.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh joy, oh rapture, the rocket is finally... They have a little flicky bot in there. And there's a little flicky bird. It looks like a clock.
Sorry, no.
Egad, it's because it is a clock. So much for our flicky island vacation. Well, at least we got to see one flicky in the end. You got virtual reality supporting new remix. Okay. That's it? That's all you get for it? You get a cuckoo clock thing, Moojig? That's such...
Aww.
How are they supposed to get home? You lied to me, game! I tried to help these guys out. Well, anyway. Let's go ahead and jump into the final level here. Let's see, we're at Radical Highway, right? Let's go ahead and go up against the boss, because the game just decided to spoil it. Let's get into it. This is I want to say this boss is really fun, except for the one part where they ask you to go into symbiote mode. And then there's just a crapshoot if the controls really want to jive with you. So, let's get this over with, Doom. So, you will not let me go to the Olympics, will you?
Agreed. Time to sever this bond between us forever.
Thank you, Shadow. So I'm gonna go out here and say, not a big fan of Black Doom's final boss theme. It just seems very generic. But it's good to see that they kept the model from the OG GameCube game. Spruced it up a bit. As ugly as it looks. Yeah, so we're doing the water section here. I'm gonna try to do as finesse. I'm gonna try to finesse this as much as possible, but don't count on it. All right, nice. So just gonna bump into these things. Nice. That's fine. That's fine. Nice, nice. Smackety smack and smack. Okay, get a good amount of rings here. Gonna need them. Ah, darn it. Want to get a good rank, you want to go really, really fast, obviously. Alright. Smackety smack. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, so this part's the most finicky one, and I think everyone's gone through this type of finickiness with the symbiote mode. I'm just holding the jump button for this. I'm just hoping that I could land very well. Yeah. There we go. This little final flash over here. Okay. Please land. Alright, web swing. Web swing. Oh, nice. Okay, that did not feel natural, but I'll take it. Now this is the very difficult part that just did not make sense to me. Alright, final flash. Oh no. Okay, please spawn in another one. Thank you. And it almost feels like they know that because they have a lot of places for you to correct your mistake with springs underneath. Okay. Please spawn in another one. Ooh, that was very close. Alright, come on. Oh, please, first try. Thank you, thank you. Smack! Okay, good. Alright, so from this point on, it just comes down to if you have enough rings to keep you through this. Because this is essentially supersonic mode right now. Now, I would have really liked it if they actually played I Am All of Me. I'm not too big of a fan of All Hail Shadow. And Neo Devil Doom is just kind of whatever. Looks like somebody out of like a Bayonetta boss. Inverted, yeah. So if you're smart about things, which, you know, is debatable on my end, you'll end up keeping this form for a very long while, but you also want to end it quickly because of rank.
Time to end this once and for all.
Alright, and of course, you want to boost as close as you can, just like Egg Dragoon, and get close to his eye by boosting. And yeah, just like Supersonic, just kind of want to, have your rings in mind. And we're fighting in like a twisted version of Westopolis. This is no longer a Radical Highway. Okay, nice. This will also kill a lot of time. Nice. There we go. I don't know if it's possible to counter the head lash that he does, but it doesn't seem like I need to do that much. Oh. See, got me right there. It's gonna kill some time, even though it does no damage. All right. I mean, I got over here quickly.
Your future is already decided. We will be one.
Oh, is this a cutscene now? Oh, yeah, okay. So I think it just won. But seriously though, Sega really amped up their game though when it came to getting these cinematic cutscenes integrated with the actual fight. This is what Sonic Unleashed really wanted to do. Oh, mash! There we go.
I will not be stopped.
And there you go. That was the final boss. I actually did it with just one real error. So cool. Cutscene time. Look at Shadow bobbing and weaving, all that. Oh, nice. Did a big old Dragon Ball Z teleport.
Cannot deny what you are. We are one and the same.
Honestly, I don't even know how you can hold somebody like that firmly with those long nails of yours, Blacktooth. Now, even though power scaling is evolved with Sonic and Shadow, I'm to believe that even Neo Devil Doom is not even as strong as he was in actual life, because this is like a respawn version of him. I don't know. I just feel at least At least have Super Shadow go against this guy again, right? And just completely curb stomp him. Because this guy was an antagonist, like the main antagonist guy for Shadow. And for Shadow to just take him out with his own power, just like that. No Super Edition. That would have been cool. But, I mean, Explode's probably going to say, oh, power scaling, perfect chaos and everything. And yeah, I mean, I guess... I was off by 8 seconds. Those are probably the 8 seconds from his head lash. But whatever, I did pretty good. Alright, let's enjoy this final cutscene. When I saw this in the spoilers, when people started leaking this game out on YouTube, I thought it was a really, really good direction. I was really surprised and impressed with what Sega did here. So let's take a look, and I'll explain my thoughts after we make it through here. We managed to save everything, get all the light to all the past and future zones. And now Radical Highways go bye-bye. All my hard work.
Nice work. Perfect timing, too. Sonic is getting ready to confront the monster that trapped us here. If I'm going to switch the emeralds without him noticing, we have to do it now.
Very well. I leave it to you.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Aren't you coming? He might need your help.
I need to settle something first.
Whatever.
Why Sonic never actually stumbled upon this part of White Space beats me.
I knew you could do it.
But of course, it's you know,
Maria.
they couldn't have accounted for that when they made the game originally.
I'm okay. Really.
Professor, what's happening?
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
I'll stop Rouge. Use Chaos Control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time. Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Yeah, my dog
Maria.
chokes up during this part. But yeah, this is really good for Shadow, just for character. It's really well. It's very, very, very extremely rare to see Shadow so open. And the very fact that he lost everything, and he's gonna pretty much experience it again by seeing them go away. There is a line that she said right now, which we'll see each other again. I don't know if there's any foreshadowing for that in the future of Sonic games. If Shadow's gonna have an AI Maria talking to him at some point. But we'll see what they do, because this is an absolute W in terms of storytelling for Sonic, which is, if you thought it was rare for Shadow to have an open moment, it's even rarer to have extremely good story elements with with the Sonic series. And so that's pretty much it. I'm going to say this right now, unless there is something that pops up after this ending credits, the bolts are completely worthless. To get a remix version of Supporting Me does not seem like it's worth it, honestly. We're going to let these credits play just because I want to pad out this video, because it's going to be our last part for the Hedgehog engine. Because this is pretty much going to be the last part of the game that we're going to be doing. Unfortunate as it is, but all good things must come to an end, and I feel like this game does not overstay its welcome, which is good. There was some extra missions that I completely ignored on purpose, which are the hard mode versions of each stage, including the bosses. I'll probably do those on my own time. They don't really seem to add really much to, you know, a let's play sake. So I'm just gonna leave that be for now. They are definitely hard. I played a little bit while I was looking for bolts because I got distracted, and there was one with the Crusher one in Kingdom Valley, and boy, it was extremely annoying having to realize that everything was pretty much out to go ahead and crush you, like they said, for sure, right? And I had to learn real fast that the wall jump mechanic is not dependent on you holding the control stick to the wall. As soon as you touch the wall and he has that slide animation, you just mash the A button. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I could have sworn that many Sonic games, they flip-flop with if hugging the wall or not hugging the wall results in a wall jump. Mind you, stuff like Mario also kind of does wall jumps inconsistently, with that being said, so those are the type of things you learn in the moment. Another thing, out of curiosity, is I actually fought against Mephiles on the hard mode, and I realized that if you mash the button when he's vulnerable, you could actually do some extra damage, and then he can counterattack you with the Sonic Killer Scythe, or the Spiker, whatever you want to call it, the pokey thing you killed Sonic with. And you could counter that too. But I always thought that you just had to go ahead and warp, kick him against the Bowser bomb on the corners of the arena, and then rinse and repeat. But no, you could do some extra damage that way. That was really cool. So I can only imagine there's a couple of extra details that will make things a little faster for the bosses, which I'm gonna have to say this right now. This if it wasn't for the fact that this game is a new addition to an old game, if you had Generations and Shadow compared to each other, Shadow Generations is just way better from a visual / gameplay perspective and just mechanics. Everything that I could possibly say was good in Generations, this game does way better. I found myself having less issues with the boosting, and of course more control because the double jump from Shadow is a lot better for positioning. I know Sonic Generations didn't have a double jump, and we're having to just deal with the air dash, but the air dash is not very safe when it comes to positioning yourself on teeny tiny platforms. When you have a double jump, your accuracy is a lot better. The correction is there, and so. For Shadow Generations, I love the story. They brought a lot of good callbacks that I feel like they did. They handled semi-good in Frontiers. And Frontiers was a good game, as big and vast as it was. The levels that they chose for this one, I can only just think of one level area that I just felt like could have just been something else. And that has to be the Sonic Heroes level. The Rail Canyon just seems kind of like, eh. Are they latching on the Shadow clones that you have to destroy with Chaotix? I don't know. I feel like if you want to go for the dark and edgy thing, go for the Haunted Mansion aesthetic. I forgot what is it. Not Haunted Halls. It was Mystic Mansion or something like that. Mystic Mansion would have been a really good level for Shadow, considering you're going with all the dark and dreary locations. But yeah, otherwise, Space Colony Arc, good ones. It's good to hear the little boop, 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 boop. Sound effects from SA2. That was a treat to it. The very fact that Black Doom is obsessed with Radical Highway is really funny because it's a nice idea when you just play one level and you just warp into a absolutely different area. It's a really good concept. I hope they don't abuse it in the future. But it's really good. As you're seeing through all the levels here, I already said Rail Canyon. The only redeeming thing is that Bullet Station is Act 2, and it has some killer music. Probably my favorite one in this part of the game. And they're fine. Their levels are fine. Just not a big fan of the rail grinding stuff. Then afterwards, you have the Sonic Forces level, which... Thank you. It's Sonic Forces level design done right. I mean, that's not a very unpopular opinion. It's just the truth. It's Sonic Forces was one of my very first games I played on the channel, and man, it was really boring. It was a snooze fest, and the game was just blah. So, seeing what could have happened with the game, it makes me happy and a little angry at the same time because the rest of the game could have been like that. Not even counting the really whack story. So, moving on to here, which is Chaos Island. I honestly, I did not even know a single name of the islands from Sonic Frontiers. All I know is that all I remember was the very first one, the volcano one, and then the very long, drawn out Final Horizons map, and I never knew them by name. So seeing Chaos Island being remixed, I didn't get that big of a nostalgia hit for it. I mean, the game Frontiers is a good game, right? But it just, I don't know if it's been because it's too soon, but it was nice. It was a good surprise, but I didn't get the jollies of it. Radical Highway though, yes, Radical Highway, the OG stuff you see on that screenshot right there, super happy with the representation they did for that. That was a level I played a lot, along with City Escape, and I grew up with Sonic Adventure 2, so I really have a big soft spot for the SA2 levels if they bring it back. Do I think they should drag this to the ground like Green Hill? Please don't make me hate Radical Highway. I think we got enough Radical Highway in this game to last maybe a good 5 years before you start bringing it up again. But fantastic game, fantastic levels that they pulled from, except for Rail Canyon. But this game is really good. I will actually come back to play this game and try to get S ranks on all of them, not on stream, but just personally, because it's just that darn good, and it adds a lot more value to the Switch. Also, I love that detail with the Sonic vs. Shadow. That canonically means it's Sonic vs. Shadow. And yeah, the relationship with him and Maria, really sweet. Probably going to be the last time we ever see Shadow that open, unless they happen to do some plot BS and bring Maria back for some kind of AI program. I'm gonna put the bingo card right there. I think they're probably gonna do some type of AI Maria for Shadow. Maybe. I could be wrong, but maybe. Anyway, we're not quite done yet. We got our last boss canonically with Sonic and the Time Eater. So let's go ahead and jump into that, and we'll pretty much be on the last leg of the adventure here. So we're gonna continue right where we left off. Went through all the padding, all those extra challenge levels. I mean, we could have beaten the game sooner by just doing the bare minimum, but I really wanted to show off each and every one of those, even if I played them pretty bad, got 2 D ranks. But let's go ahead and do it. I wonder if the skin... No, you know what? Before we do that, I actually want to experience something I've not experienced before. Now, I played on the Xbox 360. Did I not get all this colored in? I feel like I missed something here. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's some white in this one here. What am I missing here? Act 2? No. Oh yeah, I gotta remember that Sonic doesn't have the double jump. Okay, did I miss something here? Now, these are both accounted for. Unless the white is part of the... It's been a little while since I actually went back here, so... Forgive me for wasting the time, right? Let's see. Are all these taken care of? That's done. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, so I guess it's just white naturally. That throws me off. Okay. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do this extra thing here, because I never got to experience this when I was a young lad. Okay, no, it's not here. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. I never got to experience this as a young lad. This was DLC for Sonic Generations back in the day. Yeah. Let's go ahead and enjoy this one here. Yes, I never got to experience this because back in the day, didn't really get a chance to enjoy DLC on the 360. Not until I was what? We were seeing Sonic here. Okay, so what to say? Back then, my folks were really against getting DLC and all that stuff because you didn't really get your own games, and to some extent, I agree with them on that. Which during that portion of time, there was no other way of getting the Casino Night Zone level here, and I remember convincing myself. Okay, it's these. I remember convincing myself that, yeah, Oh darn. I'm really bad at this, huh? I remember convincing myself like, it's just one level. But secretly deep inside, I was really disappointed. Okay, we're not going to be going for like unlimited run here, but I wanted to at least enjoy a little bit of this before we go take on the time eater. Ooh, nice, nice. Ooh. Good music though too. I would not have this on my my playlist though, mainly because I feel like this does better when you're actually playing. Oh, what's this? Oh, I don't want to tilt the thing too much. Ooh, nice. Gives me vibes of SA2's, nice, SA1's casino thing. Ooh, nice. What's this? Can I boost? Oh. Ooh, oh, here we go. Wow, okay. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Well, got nothing. Okay. That's an interesting mechanic, if I've seen one. Oh. Let's see. How many times can we actually go through here? Is this unlimited? Do we just back out, or do we... Oh. Thank you for that. Ooh, nice. Ooh. Pinball. I mean, it's pinball at the end of the day, right? Ooh, nice. Come on. Give me those good points. Oh, well, is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that wasn't an S rank pose, but yeah, I'll take it. I'm not here to go ahead and waste your guys' time with too much casino, but I wanted to take a look at it. I'd probably play it a little later, off camera. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this game over and done with. Get a little bit of light platforming here. Yeah. Gotta put in all the Chaos Emeralds. Got ourselves the first one. The, was it the lime flavored one? Oh, hold up. Got ourselves the grape flavored one. Nice. Things should start moving together, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh wait. That's the actual that's the actual way to get out of here. All right. Let's go and get the lemon flavored one. Nice. Oh great. No. Don't want to be waiting too long. Very impatient guy, just like Sonic here. Okay, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a couple more here. Okay, we got the strawberry flavored one. Please tell me we're going forward. Okay, good. Okay. And we got a couple more here before we get to everyone's favorite flavor. Okay, we got the, I don't know what to really make of that one because I have a joke already saved for a blue one. So, mystery flavor. And then we got our last one over here. Let's see. Come on, Sonic. I know. Don't want to mess this one up here. And there we go. Did I goof up? No, that was... No, wait a minute. Oh, we did pass over the Sonic flavored one. Okay, so that's just like that's pineapple, not pineapple. It's coconut. It's coconut flavor. Okay. Alright, game, we get it. Alright, with all the Dragon Balls together, we can wish our way out of this place.
Excellent.
Yes, thank you, Wario. That's not even explodes. That's just me logging into to Discord. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and get this one all settled and done with. And should I even change the music? What is a good thing to change music? Because I'm not a big fan of the other thing there. So let's look at this. No, I don't want to give it Silver's theme here. What's a good one? Oh man, Live and Learn. Oh man, that takes me back. That's just a theme that completely slept on for Shadow's thing here. So, you know what? Let's do Live and Learn, just because it'd be cool to have that against this final boss.
Okay, Gruesome, you're cornered. So how about you just give up and restore the timeline like you found it?
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! No wonder!
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik?
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past.
Last time.
After ruined my interstellar amusement park, I stumbled upon a dark primordial essence. I discovered it possessed abilities I have long desired to harness for myself. Namely, that it could travel through the dimension of time. So I decided to utilize its marvelous capabilities and rewrite the past. In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self. And I was happy to help. And now all of time is ours, to do with as we please.
But the more your monster tears through the timeline, the more damage you do to it.
So, I'm going to erase that line and reshape it as I see fit. Huh? And they call me eccentric. No one will judge us anymore after we've destroyed these Sonics forever. Shall we begin then, Doctor? By all means, my dear Doctor.
Destroy me? In your dreams, Eggman. I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Now, one thing that didn't make sense to me was why this thing just all of a sudden showed its true form, I guess, or why did it have all these gears attached to it when for the longest time you didn't see it that way. That never made sense to me. I don't know if they is this what it was cloaking itself or what? It was never explained why it just looks like this now. Oh no, we had no rings.
That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
Oh, we got our anime power-up sequence.
Come on!
Not you.
On your feet.
You're not beat yet.
Who are they? They are insignificant. You face worse, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're right behind you. I believe in you, Mr. Sonic. Embrace the emeralds.
Harness their power, Sonic.
You have to win, Sonic, like you've done time and again.
Very cheesy, but it is pretty much the power of friendship that Sonic's always had.
Time to scramble some Eggman, Super Sonic style.
Still can't believe they referenced Sonic 4, but okay. Sonic 4 of all things to have the Super Sonic represented as. Oh yeah, I forgot. Changing music. Unfortunately for me, the music is probably going to be the best thing about this.
Can you hear me? I worked with me to modify these transmissions.
Yeah, Shadow's kind of tired now.
Charge to the core.
Yeah, thank you. I wonder if we could actually disable that now. Oh, great.
Looks like a homing shot.
Oh yeah, this is the thing that people were complaining about for like the longest time.
Keep dodging so you don't get caught.
Okay. I'm just holding boost. It feels like the control's a little bit better. Come on, come on.
Keep dodging, or you'll get crushed.
I forgot what I was supposed to do, game. I'm just holding boost at this point. Alright, come on. Ah, come on. I'm getting close to you, Eggman. Hold on. Ah, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay.
It still looks dangerous.
How about
That looks like a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic!
Okay, now we're just going to 2D plane over here. It's weird, just going through like a stream of time and you just side scroll it.
Looks like a homing shot.
Be careful, Sonic.
Alright, good. At least we get more range from that. This does not control very well. Yeah, the 2D plane
It's attacking.
is not very good control when you're boosting.
Heart attack.
Okay, come on.
Switch and go after it.
Okay, this feels like the only way to actually do damage to it. And actually catch up. So look how fast I'm actually getting to him now.
Careful, Sonic.
Yeah, the homing shots are just do diddly squat. Alright, come on. Hold that X button. I'm gonna draw it over here.
Looks like a homing shot. Be careful, Sonic.
finish it?
Get caught by that.
Ah.
You won't be able to move.
Oh, wow, that almost made it seem like I went faster. Okay, now I'm gonna take back what I said about the controls. The controls feel just as bad as they were beforehand. I feel like I have absolutely no agency here. Like the game is gonna just let me have it. All right, blew off the torso.
It'll take more than that. To defeat
It's
us.
like that shot chases you.
Careful, Sonic!
All right, come on.
Now we'll finish it.
We pass this thing so fast. By the time he actually does the attack, it's already.
It looks like time energy is building up.
The flow of time will slow down.
Oh no! Got time break going on right now.
The time flow will be restored.
I don't know how they know that. Somehow that feels like it didn't really slow me down.
It's like that shot chases you. Be careful, Sonic.
Blaze and Shadow, why aren't you here?
Time's going to slow down.
I don't know if there's a way to avoid that.
The time flow's gonna go back to normal.
It'll take more than that.
Alright, come on, Eggman.
To defeat
That looks like a homing shot.
It feels like you're just
Careful,
stalling
Sonic.
for time. But follow. Get right back where you came. Please let me get over here. There's no homing attack option either. You just have to boost right into it and let this thing happen.
Don't let your guard down.
Okay. I think it's one more hit, right? Took 2 hits to go ahead and destroy the torso.
Careful, Sonic.
Oh,
Sonic, combine your powers.
alright. We gotta do our Dragon Ball Z clash over here. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vector, for doing that. Just hold it? Okay. The boss is just as inconsistent as I remember it being.
And do people still say nothing but avoid the missiles?
Yes. That looks like a homing shot. Shadow doesn't say you got this, Sonic. He's like, get on your feet, Sonic. I'm tired.
So warm. Time travel.
Like, darn it, I made it to the birthday party after all.
I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great. So I have a question for you. Once we're
In the
home,
original version,
you think
Knuckles
the
gets
timeline
decked
will
into the
be
tree.
restored? Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't
Oh,
think about it too
come
hard.
already. I'll be right back.
You got it?
It was great teaming up with you, or me. Maybe this will fast track you to learning some new tricks in the future. Wait, I mean, past. Ugh, time travel's a chore.
That line feels incredibly like... I think Roger had to do maybe like 5 takes of that just to get it in the slot they wanted him to have it in.
Gonna get better.
Either that or they fast forwarded
There's
it.
our portal home.
Not a really good line delivery. It's not even his fault. I'm pretty sure it was just the direction. Whatever you do, don't go through the Forces portal.
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future. It's gonna be great.
And then it's going to be bad. And then it's going to be good again for a little while. And hopefully it stays that way. And there you go. That's the official end of the game. Ah, yes. Looking back at all the old games here. Now, as cool as Shadow is, and Shadow is pretty cool, I'll admit that. Without Sonic, there would be no Shadow. And I grew up with Sonic as a wee lad way back in the day. And for good and bad, Sonic shaped my childhood. And as a little American white kid that only had, access to a GameCube and various sources of PC games, which is how I got to play the original Sonic 1 through Knuckles. Sonic had a huge impact on me. Like, if it wasn't for Sonic, I would not have gotten into Dragon Ball Z. If it wasn't for Sonic, I would not have really been into the platforming game, and I probably wouldn't have been really a gamer to the extent I am now. And you know, thank you, Japanese company, for inventing Sonic, because it gave me hours upon hours of good childhood entertainment, fun, inspiration, and you know, motivation. You know, Sonic, the hero with the attitude and such. Yeah, as a kid, I admit, looked up to the guy, the fictional hero, Sonic. Everyone has their hero when they were growing up. Sonic just happens to be that one that, even to this day, is continue to persist. Even though the quality of games may not be super great, he proves that as long as you keep on working hard and, you know, not looking back at your past mistakes, you will continue to endure, and you will continue to make a progress. So you saw a whole bunch of games flash by. My quick opinions: I do not like Sonic 1. I think it's a scam. It's not really a fast game. Sonic 2, it's an actually good Sonic game. Sonic 3 Knuckles, prior to Mania, was probably the best 2D Sonic game of all time. It's just too darn good. It has a lot of replayability. It is mechanically fun, and it feels fast, plays fast, and there's still a lot of secrets to find. Sonic Adventure was my second 3D Sonic game of the main series. I think it's okay. I don't think it's really that good of a game when you start trying to play it over again. That is not the same I could say for Sonic Adventure 2. That was my very first Sonic game that was, you know, gifted to me by my parents way back in the day. I played the crap out of this game. I played a lot of this with my my at the time friend Michael. We loved playing the multiplayer. We loved playing the campaign. I remember at one point I was like, let me go see what happens so I get all these missions done. And then after that, I was like, what happens if I get all A ranks? And I have played that game front to back. Still have the same save data. Still have the same Chow that I'm afraid of going to the Chow Garden because every time I go in there, it starts going to the cocoon and resetting its stats. Don't like that. But, you know, Adventure 2, specifically Battle, because that was the GameCube port of the game. My favorite Sonic game of all time, and nostalgia is definitely a huge factor in that. And it's not a perfect game, but it is a fun game to go back to if you just want to play some levels and to have some, you know, good janky fun. Sonic Heroes, on the other hand, was, I want to say my second or third game that I got for the GameCube. I forget when Adventure DX came out, but this game, I remember getting it shortly after release. I remember the whole McDonald's campaign that they had. I remember a lot of my extended family was looking to go and get all the little mini games that came in the Happy Meals. I unfortunately never got the silver one, the limited edition silver game that would, I think, net you a copy of the game for free. But that's besides the matter. Sonic Heroes, I had my fun with it. I didn't understand at the time why it was annoying with all the dialogue stuff, but it was another one of those games where I got my huge enjoyment out of it. As if you guys have seen my hard mode playthrough of the game, when I booted up the save file, I have like over 99 hours of just playtime on that. So I had a lot of fun with that one, despite the jank and clearly knowing that the flight formation was probably the best controlled one, so you can position yourself on those really slippy rails. Speaking of control, Sonic 06, I did play this game a couple years after it came out, and I was sheltered by that point because I didn't really know the internet as good as I do now back in the day. So I lied to myself thinking that this game was pretty epic back in the day. I thought the long load times that was part of the new hardware. Long load times was the future. And there came a point where this was the only game I had on the 360 at the time. So, yeah.
Sweet summer child.
Yeah, it wasn't until later when I saw Evil Craig talking smack about Sonic when I realized, wait a minute, not all Sonic games are good? And then Sonic Unleashed came out, and by that point I had already gotten rid of that OG Xbox 360 because that was like the only game I had for it. That was a hand-me-down from my late uncle. And then the following year, this game came out, and I played the Wii version. I thought the Wii version was fun. I did not miss the fact that I didn't get to play America Zone because honestly, it was a lot more streamlined. And yeah, there's not much really to say about it. I had my fun with it. It was a better option than Secret Rings in terms of having a Sonic game on the Wii. But that's a very low bar to pass. Will I ever buy this game on the 360? No. I think trying to buy Unleashed now with Generations being here, might I remind you of Warhog? And then Colors came out, and it was, I remember making a little dumb prayer when I was younger. It's like, please God, don't have the end of the world happen yet. I want to play Sonic Colors, and I want to be able to experience it because it looks like a good Sonic game. And obviously we're still here, and I'm happy about that. But I remember having such a good time playing this game when it came out. I played this, I think, close to day one with my then friend Nathan, and I remember we were humming the Aquarium Park theme because that had a really catchy beat, and played that game to its fully completion. It was fun, and it was a near perfect game for the time. So, you know, looking at all these little screenshots, that's kind of my short little little review of each of the Sonic games in their entirety. What's going to happen for Sonic in the actual future, since after this game it was the unfortunate, I think, Forces? No, not Forces. What was it? What came after Generations? It was a couple of racing games, I think, and then I think the next main line was Sonic Forces.
4 was also there.
Come again?
I think 4 was also there.
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, but we don't talk about 4.
Are you sure you saw a door?
Oh, sorry, it was Mania, and then it was Forces.
You were the one one who said you saw a door over here? Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking.
And that is what Death Battle used to explain why Eggman has to have all his creations except Sage be undeniably loyal to him. I did skip to the very end to see their explanation. Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah, when you really put in a Dry Bones Bowser in there, it's really hard to kill Bowser unless you take him out from a molecular level.
Let me just say that this is a brilliant plan that you came up with. Don't get too self-righteous. It'll be your plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that. Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic. Oh, well then no.
Technically, he has.
That doesn't give me much hope.
Not yet.
Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching.
No,
degree.
like didn't he beat
That's
Sonic
not a
in
bad idea.
Riders?
I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
No.
He didn't beat Sonic in Riders?
Well, if he did, he just let them. Sonic just let him win because it was just a rug.
A win is a win. Like Megamind. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us for today. Well, not for today. That's it for Sonic Generations. I'm gonna put this game in the will play again pile, and I'm gonna put it as far away as I can from Origami King. So yeah. I wonder if they changed the intro, considering that Shadow was in the promotional stuff. Let me see.
Probably.
Let's see. When this trailer dropped, I remember being like super hyped and excited. Oh, no Shadow.
Well, that's just lazy.
I'm gonna wait for the inevitable mod of Sonic in Shadow's levels. So,
Already kind of happened. They put the Sonic skin on Shadow.
well, that's not nearly as fun. Just have Sonic's moveset that is completely incompatible because most of them rely on the double jump. So, I know Shadow would have an easier time in Sonic's levels. That double jump really does help. But anyway,
They'll probably put 64 Mario in first.
we'll be back for Sonic Shadow Generations when the inevitable Sonic 3 movie tie-in level comes in. And we get to play as Keanu Reeves. Screw Shadow,
Don't we
it's
still have a
Keanu
final
Reeves.
boss to do?
Huh?
Do we still have a final boss to do?
Nope, I did that already. Canonically,
Oh, darn.
the boss, the Black Doom boss, is before the Time Eater. And I know you were working, and I had some free time, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. You can pretty much just check the VOD and see what I said. I was just, I actually did it without losing a quote-unquote life, but I still got an A rank on it. So if you want to take a look at it and see how things truly end, take a look at the VOD sometime tonight when we're done here. But anyway, that's enough for Sonic Generations. Like I said, we'll be back with Keanu Reeves Generations, and until then, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.